All right, good evening from here to you. Welcome once again to another online teaching program from me. My name is Pastor Ike, Senior Pastor of Rema House Teaching Ministry. We decided to do something out of the conventional way we've been doing the last one. Right now, behind the camera is my beautiful daughter without a tripod stand. She's holding the camera with her hand. So if the camera shakes, don't be offended. She's just my daughter holding it. We trust God that very soon we'll have a tripod stand. But if you have a tripod stand, new one that you're not using, send to us. If you have a good microphone also that you're not using, send to us. We'll appreciate. But all the same, I'm glad you are here with us this evening. Thank you once again, Esther, Royal, Ozobia, for the comment you made. Kelv, Nana, I did see my video, Abi, if I catch you. But all the same, I thank you all for being a part of my program. Today's going to be quite short. We started last week, or this week to be precise, last week on the 7 things ladies fear before relationship becomes marriage. Yeah, 7 things sisters fear before relationship become marriage. And we at least said so many of them. We talked about the public opinion. They fear public opinion. We talked about public opinion. We talked about is this of God? They fear public opinion. Some fear public opinion. Some fear that this relationship may not be God. Some fear location. We're about to locate from one city to another city. Is it going to really work out for her as a lady? Some of them fear sex. Will sex be an interesting thing in this marriage? Most of them. Now, let me even mention something. Any girl who has been raped, I'm sorry to say this, any girl who has been raped in the past, who has had sexual abuse in the past, one thing they greatly fear in marriage is sex. It reminds them of the hurt, the bitterness. So, what I said in my last video, just check my words on Facebook and pay and watch it again. What I said in my last video is if you have issue on sex, see a pastor, see a doctor, go for counsel. Because most of them, the trauma they have had in the time past, when they bring it to marriage, sex becomes the most ugliest thing for them in marriage. Whereas to the man, that's the most beautiful thing. So the issue of sex should be talked about. It should be looked into. It should not be kept aside. You shouldn't dodge it. Wherever there's a weakness, wherever there's a strength, talk about it before you enter into marriage, because this is the person you're going to be having sex for the rest of your life. Can I get an amen there? All right. The 15th we talked about in our last session was lordship. Lordship. Any lady that will not have a man as her lord should not go into marriage. Most ladies agree that marriage is a man lording over them, but what they cannot stand is a man lording over them in terms of rule and abusive lordship. They fear such. Each time they are in a relationship and the man seems to show a level of forceful control, they want to back out because they want to enter a marriage where even though the man is the head, even though the man is the Lord, they still have their freedom and expression of speech. At least their fundamental human right is still respected, especially as a lady. Two more points and we'll wrap it up on the 7 things ladies fear in a relationship before it becomes marriage. The moment we are done with this, guys, get set. I'm coming for you. We're going to be looking at 7 things men fear in a relationship before a relationship becomes marriage. And God help me, I think I'm going to be guilty in some of them. Okay, let's start with the sixth one for ladies. Character. Character and her past life. I'm combining two in one here now. Character and her past life. We all have our past life. We all have our character that we don't want somebody else to know. There's no perfect human being on earth. There's no angel on earth. The moment you become too perfect, you're no longer fit to stay on this earth. We all have our shortcomings. The essence of marriage is to even help our weaknesses, help us get compatible, to help our compatibility. So the reason why you are going to that marriage is to use your strength to help somebody else's weakness, while the other person uses his own strength to help your own weakness. But we all have our past issues. We all have our characters. So most ladies fear that their character may ruin the relationship, especially those who have a bad character. Character we don't want to get into the public. So she fears if her character and past life is known, the love may depreciate to heartbreak. So most ladies fear that the moment you get to know about their past, know about their character, the love may depreciate into heartbreak. So it scares them, especially if her past relationship, the person complains seriously about her character. She fears that when she comes to be with you, you may also complain the same thing. So many a times they try to play cool, try to play calm, try to play under control because they don't want you to complain of what the last person also complained. So, but my advice is this: don't reveal your deepest past until you are sure he loves you. If there's something about you in the past you feel he should know, don't just be in a rush to reveal it. Be sure that he truly loves you and is ready to be committed to you before you are able to reveal your past or certain characters you know that may put him off. I may not be able to go into several instances, but there is no lady without an issue, a garbage bag that she brings into the marriage. So if you know there's something about you, let me divert. It's like the man now, if you know you snore, let her know you snore, you know. For the lady, if you know you are hot tempered, if you know you are extravagant in spending, let him know. But before then, be sure he loves you. It's only the man that loves you. It's only the man that loves you that is qualified to know about your past and your bad character. So don't reveal your deepest past until you are sure he loves you. All right. The seventh one for the ladies is the intervention of your ex. The only man who is privileged not to have any ex girlfriend or ex boyfriend is Adam and Eve. We all have our ex. Don't misquote me. There are some who enter marriage early, some who it worked out well for them, the relation. They never had an ex. The first person they dated was the first person they dated. Don't get me wrong. But have this, we all have our ex. I keep telling people there will always be somebody you wished you married, but you never married. Ask every married man. There is always a lady they wish to be married, but they never married. Ask every married lady. There's always a man they wish they married, but they never married. Even if God was to reverse the time again and bring both of you together, you will still not get married. Some people are not destined to be your wife or your husband. You may be good friends. You may be compatible. You may have the chemistry. But when it comes to the issue of husband and wife, he's not yours. He cannot stand some things about you as a wife. So as long as you still communicate with your ex, my dear, you are inviting him into your relationship. When you get married or before you get married, cut off certain communication with your ex. As long as you still communicate with that ex, you are giving him a silent invitation into your marriage. So see how you can cut it off. Cut it off. The young man is just waiting for his slightest misunderstanding to show up and be a shoulder for you to lean on. The moment the young man discovers that you are having an issue with your relationship, that is all he needs. He now wants to come in, encourage you, comfort you, visit you. He's looking for the slightest moment to show up. So most ladies fear the intervention of your ex. And let me say this to you. Do not go into any relationship until you have fully closed the old relationship. As long as the door is still open in the old relationship, don't embark, don't be committed to a new one until you are sure you have fully closed the door in the old relationship. I'm not against being nice. I'm not against once in a while exchange greetings if they need be, exchange pleasantries, but I'm against that talk that leads to an emotional touch that is not necessary. So most ladies fear the intervention of their ex. Why? Because they've not closed the door. So if the relationship with your ex didn't end on a good note, she will fear he may likely interfere with the present relationship. So close it on a good note. Better still, let the young man know about your ex. Whatever he needs to know, wants to know, let him know so that your conscience is free. But I beg of you, close it. Our advice, don't start a new relationship until you have properly ended the old one. So when that one is done, then you can pick up on a new relationship. Let me draw back to the 6 points because of one example I want to lay. I remember talking to one of my daughters. She had fallen out of her second marriage and she called me on the phone and then she has fallen and she was talking about it. And I was like, can you please call me back later? Yeah, I want to put on my generator. There's a football match I want to watch, and This is Nigeria playing. I want to be a part of this match. And she made a very sarcastic statement. She said, "How dare you tell me to call back because you want to watch a match?" I was like, "Excuse me? I only seek for permission. Call me back." She said, "No." She's the one talking. I should listen to her when she's talking. She's telling me about her pains, her divorce, her marriage, and I want to ask her to call back because I want to watch a football match. So I left all I was doing. I paid attention to all she wants to say. She told me how she burnt the man's certificate, how she almost burnt the man's house, how they fought and all that because the man was this, the man was that. By the time she was done, I now said this to her: "My dear, even from the way you spoke to me, I seriously doubt you can submit to any man. So my advice to you is this: if you know you have submission problem, forget marriage for now. Forget marriage for now." Alright. So these are the 7 things that ladies fear before they enter into a relationship. Guess what? In my next video, I'll be talking to the guys and I'll tell you what guys fear. 7 things guys fear in a relationship before it becomes marriage. And you know the funny thing, even in marriage, most guys still fear the same thing, unlike that of a lady. When we are done with that, I just can't wait to teach you something new. We'll be talking about ministry. Those of you who are called into ministry, those of you who are already in ministry, those of you who are warming up for ministry, I have a lot to talk about. So stay tuned to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and let somebody else be a blessing. My phone number is displayed on the screen. Feel free to call me. God bless you. If the video is shaking, please bear with us. My beautiful daughter is behind the screen. God bless you once again. See you in my next video. Bye bye.